guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually, I'm filming this quite late, but anyway, today's video is going to be a review type video of the Morphe and Maddie Ziegler collab. So I have the Lip and Cheek Duo, the palette obviously, and also the Maddie Ziegler Dew Bomb. So yeah, before we get started, I just want to mention I have a backdrop now. I bought it about a week ago, and I'm finally getting to use it, and yes, I'm aware I should probably iron the creases, but I really just wanted to film this, but next time we will have an ironed backdrop. It is pink, but it's not showing up very pink on camera. Anyway, without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my base on, and then I will jump into the rest of it, because it's not a review of everything else. It's just a review of the Morphe products, so that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I have done my base makeup, and now we're going to move on to the palette. So this is the palette, the packaging, stunning. It's got her eyes all over it, with a little note there on the back. Stunning. And then this is the palette, exactly the same as the box, with Maddie's eyes all over it. And this is actually called the Imagination palette. So this is what it looks like. Stunning. Oh my goodness, I am in love with this shade and this shade. So stunning. So you have kind of like your neutral colors up the top, and then some pastels and brights. There's a mixture of shimmers, satins I think, and mattes. So yeah, super pretty. I kind of know what I'm going for, I think, so let's just jump into it. So I'm going to play around with the pastels and the brights in the palette, which I feel like is what everyone kind of uses in these review videos, because the rest are kind of just, you know, your normal mattes and your normal neutral mattes, and I would assume the formula would be the same on these shadows as any other Morphe palette, and they do seem to repeat shades in their palettes, so that's why I'm going with the bright colours. So what I'm going to do is take the shade She Insists, which is this purple one here, and pop it in my crease, and kind of blend it out a bit. I really love the little indentations on the palette. I don't know if you can see here. Super pretty, super pretty. So not much fallout either. So here we go. Pop it. I just set my eyes with the Rimmel London Clear Complexion powder. So that's what I've used. Alright, so not super pigmented, as you can see, but I reckon it builds up. Yeah, so you can pack it on, even though the pigment doesn't completely show up at first, you can pack it on. So might not be the best brush for this. I'll use this little flat brush to just pack that colour on there. So I just kind of want it there on the crease. Honestly, I probably should have done my eyeshadow first since we're dealing with colour, but there's like no fallout, so that is great. And not all Morphe palettes have no fallout, some do. So So I'm just going to use that blending brush now to kind of blend it out. So with purple shades, they do tend to be a little bit patchy across all brands, not just Morphe. And I think this one's not too bad. Not horrible. Okay, there's that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of cut my crease and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've cut my crease, as you can see. So what I'm going to do, I did just use the Morphe concealer in shade C0. So the lightest one, it's white. Obviously it went a little bit pink from the purple shadow, but that's fine. So what I'm going to do on the crease is take the shade Like Butter, and I'm going to pop that just on like the inner 2/3 of that crease. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so it's not as crazy pigmented as it is in the pan. You can even tell on the brush it's a lot more pigmented. But I'll keep building it and we'll see what we end up with. So I started getting some fallout because I have to really pack this yellow on. So I've just popped some setting powder under my eye to hopefully be able to just wipe the fallout away. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I've packed that yellow shade on quite a lot, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little bit patchy, and yeah, where it's gone on top of the purple, it's like orange now. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that shade, and that is the shade I was most excited for. I don't know if you can tell. You can't tell because it's focusing on my face. So like even next to the palette is a lot more vibrant than my eye. But, you know, you win some and you lose some, don't you? So I'm just going to brush off the excess on this brush. Okay, so now I'm going to take the shade 5, which is this blue shade here, and pop that on the outer crease. Whoa, this blue is insane. Stunning. Okay, and then with the yellow brush, a blendy brush, I'm just going to kind of blend those in a bit better. There we go. That blue is very vibrant. Okay, so now I'm going to use the shade Mint here and pop that on my waterline. Now Mint is not fully matte, but it's basically fully matte. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that shade either. Okay, now I'm going to take this little pencil brush and dip into that blue shade again and pop it on my inner corner. Pretty. And I'm going to take this flat brush and that blue shade again. Now I don't know how safe this is, but I do it with most of my eye looks, and basically I just kind of pop it on my waterline. Alright. I'm going to take the shade, I'm going to take that purple shade again, She Insists, maybe with like a very precise brush, like a pencil brush, and kind of just, I don't know, cut that crease out a bit more. So that's what I'm going to do, kind of just run it along the crease line there. Then I'm just going to take a fluffy blending brush and kind of just wipe that off a little bit. And I'm going to go in with the shade Maddie Girl, which is this pink shade here, next to this almost nude shade, and kind of blend that out a little bit. Alright, I think that looks a bit better. So as for the palette, I don't know, the blue had quite a bit of fallout. The purple, not much at all. And yeah, the yellow and that, I think it's just because it's got more pigment in it that it has fallout like that. But yeah, I mean the eye look's not terrible. I don't know, I kind of want to use a shimmer, but I don't really know where to put it. I'm not sure. I don't think any of these shimmers would really go with the look anyway. Not really, hey. They are gorgeous shimmers though. Don't know if you can see that, but that's them swatched a little bit. Stunning. Really nice shimmers and stuff, but I just don't need it for this look, I don't think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off camera, do the rest of my makeup, like my mascara and the rest of this eye obviously, and I might pop lashes on, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, then I'll be right back. Okay, that is the completed eye look with the palette, and I think I like it. I'm not sure. The lashes are problematic. They've been used so many times that the inner corner won't stick down properly, so ignore that if you see that. So I'm going to move on to the lip and cheek duo. So I haven't set my face. I used a bit of the W7 Honolulu liquid bronzer. I'm trying to go with liquids. The only place I've set is under my eyes. So let's have a look. So there was 3 different types you could get. I got mine in Peach That Pops. I think that's the shade. Okay, so it comes with a little cheek stain, I guess you could call it, and it's in the shade Peach Out, cheek Mousse it is called, and also a little lip gloss in the shade Peach Pucker. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to use my fingers. So this is the shade. I think this is the middle shade, so it's not the darkest but also not the lightest. So wow, it is definitely mousse. Definitely Mousse. I don't think I'm gonna need much. And I'm not quite sure what the best way to apply this is, so I'm gonna use a sponge. So it dries down to like a powder. So, interesting formula. Very interesting. Alright, I think that's good. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of a little bit hard to blend, but I think it would take some getting used to, like how you could blend it the best. So I'm just going to jump into the lip gloss now. It doesn't smell, so it's quite thick, but it's not sticky. So I think this is the only lip product that I have ever used from Morphe. So that's interesting, isn't it? So it definitely makes your lips look like juicy. And it's not sticky, so I like that. And it's not like, it doesn't have a taste. You know how some lip glosses and like lip products, they have like a strong taste and it's a bit like overpowering after a while. This doesn't, so that is great. So the next product is the Dew Bomb. So it's basically just like a huge glue stick, looks like this, and you twist it up and it has like a vanilla-y scent. It's very nice. So is there any information on the side? Yes, this lightweight balm melts into skin for your dewiest highlight ever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to film another video right now of me using this, because when I tried to find how to use this product it was very hard. So I'm going to film a kind of how to use the Dew Bomb video and I will come back with the results. Alright guys, so I just filmed the kind of review video, not the review video, the how to use video on this, and I absolutely love it. I don't know if you can see just how natural the sheen is on this and how beautiful it looks. But yeah, that is everything that I got. So I got the lip duo, the dew stick and the eyeshadow palette, and honestly I love them all. The only thing is the eyeshadow palette, like some of these shades are a bit lackluster, like the pink one. The yellow one was a little bit patchy, but if you kind of work with it, it's okay. And also if your base is completely white, like my concealer kind of mixed in with the purple shade a little bit, then it would work really well. The blue shade had lots of fallout, but super pretty, as you can tell. The purple shade, a little bit patchy as well. The shimmers swatch beautifully, and I assume all the shimmers would be very similar to the rest of Morphe's formulas. So yeah, nevertheless, beautiful palette, love the colour story, so win-win. Okay, so that is it for this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to be a part of this small little family we have here. Make sure to stay positive and of course love yourself, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.